when I started playing, which was around, it was late really when I started playing. I was 21 when I signed for Bolton. Obviously, then you're in magazines and stuff, and maybe on the telly a bit more. Obviously, a lot more than what I was because I was waiting in a pub beforehand. There was no need to be on the telly there. But looking at photographs sometimes, certainly when it was raining or I was really sweaty and stuff, and I'd just clock it sometimes, and you just go, "Oh right, that's that's different to what other players like pictures and stuff," and you just think, yeah. I noticed it there, but it didn't bother me. It didn't really bother me to the point where I was that worried. Certainly when I signed for Liverpool, around the mid-90s and stuff, long hair come into fashion, and you look at I used to love In Excess. Michael Hutchins was like long hair, wasn't it? And next thing, everybody started like growing their hair. And when I tried to grow my hair long, I looked like him from Dumb and Dumber. The one with the mad hairdo, and that's why I look like him. But I struggled with receding, really. I'm not going bald on top or anywhere else or thinning on top. It was just receding. And we used to joke, because I played wing back, and we used to say, like, the wing backs are kicking on, like, later on. Sort of when I got to my late 30s, when I moved clubs and stuff. Probably the banter started a little bit there because it was more noticeable. But I was getting more conscious of going receding. I was getting more conscious of that as I was getting to 33, 34. And the other thing as well is, like, I've come from a generation of football where it changed. There was a lot of media coming into it. There was a lot more modelling going on. There was a lot more fashion. There was a lot more emphasis on how we looked, what we were wearing, magazines to fill. I was probably then doing a lot more telly and becoming really conscious about appearance then. And that was the one thing that I probably then would have thought, I wonder how long I've got to last here. Because then, obviously, it was all about appearance, wasn't it, being on the telly? I was at that point, though, where probably 6 months to a year, I was going to have to take the plunge. And then something comes into your life that you take the opportunity to. And I took the opportunity. I met Dr. Farjo, and he was very open, the way he discussed things, very, very private as well. Before I knew it, I was in and having it done. But the one I had was the one I liked the sound of, the one he thought was probably the strongest one for me. And then a year goes by, and then you do really see an improvement, and then you forget about it then, and then you go back and see him, and you think it was like this in the beginning because you've kind of forgotten, and then he gets the photos out, and you go, whoa, that's a pretty good improvement. I would really consider it after having the procedure done. It's the stigma now of the stick you would get with getting procedures done. I think is a thing of the past. It literally is like going in and having a day somewhere, like a day in a spa, and coming out. It's as easy as that.